Hey, good morning, everybody. I got a hold up over here. Look, Robin from Sea Lake Journeys just came in to bring me my squeakies. Okay, hey, welcome to Sea Lake Journeys. It's Friday, November the 7th, 2025. I'm your host, Chet, here at Sea Lake Journeys, and my co-host, Sensei Wabbit, has left the building, like Elvis. And look at me. I'm all pale this morning, Bob, because I'm sitting on this side of the desk instead of the other side where I usually do the studio. So my lighting is kind of over here, but that's okay. I'm sitting here for the heating pad and this big comfortable chair because, yeah, my back's still aching a little bit. Did not hinder me from my workout, though. I got up at, what time did I get up? Like 2:45? Got like 2:45 this morning, went to the gym, and yeah, got my workout done. Got home because we got, I had Jimmy playing over here. I wasn't in it much, but I was there, Jimmy, and I was over on Denise's channel as well. But I was actually out there in the living room because my little grand youngin, she's 13. She's over in Norway today competing with Team USA in some karate tournaments. Yeah, Sensei Rabbit's student. My granddaughter is over there competing for Team USA against the world. And first thing that she competed in this morning, she got second. How about that, little Rosie? Go girl. And that's what I've been doing this morning. So I've been distracted from YouTube, but here I am. And she just finished her second competition. Looks to me like she probably won that one. The official standings aren't out yet, but Robin from Sea Lake Journeys will let me know, and then I'll let you know. How about that? So thanks for joining me this morning. Let's get over here and say hi to 15 or 3 people. And John Gailor, our first one in. Good morning to you, John. Thanks for joining me. Happy Friday, Motivation Friday to you. And Lee coming in from Enfield Road. Layout right there, model train stuff right there with Lee, and he's got some fresh coffee in waiting, and I've got water. I've got my water, yeah. And I don't like the lighting this morning. I don't know what's going on with that, but oh well, it is what it is. So if I look like a woo, just picture me coming in from Halloween or something like that. And John Gailor, good morning to you, John, again. And Scott coming in from Controversial Cruising, right on Scott. When I see Scott, I want to remind everybody that Monday at 8:30 on the Conscious Cruiser YouTube channel and on Spotify, we have another episode coming up. So don't miss it. It's going to be awesome. Woohoo! And good morning. Good morning. Oh, you know what? I'll throw this up there. That way I don't miss anybody. Ryan coming in. Good morning to you, Ryan from PK Adventure Travels over there. I'm going to have to get over and wash the fish tank today because I've already kind of wired today. You know what I mean? It's that kind of day. Wired. Good morning, Ryan. I see Tripping with Kim and Scott right there. Good morning to you, Kim and Scott. Hope y'all having a fantastic Friday. We are over here. Good morning to Mandy Smith. Thanks for joining us, Mandy. And Jan coming in from JJ's Adventure saying good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning to you, Jan. And good morning. And Aaron Smith right there. Good morning, Sea Lake. Have some motivational talk with breakfast today. I had a great breakfast when I got home from the gym. I had a couple of eggs with grits. Yeah. And then I had what I call a Papa Special sandwich. Y'all probably don't know what that is because I invented it. It's a slice of whole grain wheat bread with natural peanut butter and some semi-sweet chocolate chips strategically placed on the bread. And yeah, it's like a dessert kind of thing. So it makes sure that I'm not going to be hungry for the next couple of hours. You know what I mean? Hey, John, good morning from Linda. Hey, Linda, good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. Woohoo. And Vicky also coming in. Good morning to you, Vicky. Okay, guys. So do you recognize my background by any chance? What that ship is, where I'm at? I don't even know where that is. Oh, that's the Enchanted Princess. And I forgot where we're at. I don't remember where we was at there. And you think I'd know, but I'm kind of wound up this morning. So, because Team USA over in Norway this morning, and my granddaughter's over there as part of Team USA. Yeah, so she's getting it done over there. How about that, y'all? Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I have no idea what's going on in cruise news today. I'm trying to remember anything I might have seen yesterday, and I don't know. Anybody know what's going on in cruising? Anybody know what's going on anywhere? Because I'm kind of wound up with the Team USA karate team over in Norway at the moment. And that's the only thing I know what's going on. And USA is doing pretty good over there. Doing pretty good. They had a massive team. I mean, like a whole herd of Americans heading over there. That's what I got to say about that. But hey, my thumbnail this morning, I know where that is. That's in Bimini. Have you ever been to Bimini? If you go with the Virgin Voyages, you can get over there to that Virgin Voyages private club over there. Now, if you go on other cruise lines and Virgin's not in that day, you can get over there then too. And we've gone over there when we were on a Princess or Carnival ship, I forget which, and you got to pay a certain amount of money to get in, and you can either buy a drink package through there or just admittance to get in. But when you're there on a Virgin ship, it's part of your cruise. You get in for free, and your little drink package is on your wristband for however much a bar tab you purchased while you're on your cruise, and it works right there in Bimini on the island, in the resort area, not everywhere else, but in the resort area. And it's really a beautiful, beautiful spot there that Virgin Voyages have. And I think I've got a video coming out on that. Oh, you know what? I just put up a short video. That's what I did. Here's a short, and the regular full-length video is coming out tomorrow. Virgin Voyages Bimini Beach Club. A place to play and a place to relax. We are Sea Lake Journeys. Please like and subscribe. Thanks. Yeah, so that's just a little piece of the full-length video I have coming out tomorrow. Because the video I got coming out today is going to be on the raid parade, but the video I got coming out tomorrow for Bimini is just too long. It's like 16 minutes. And you got a 15-minute limit on the raid parade. So I said, 16 minutes. I'm going to have to just put it out on Saturday then. So if you want to see what the Bimini Beach Club looks like and see the free tram ride and some of the other stops, you want to check that out. Hey, Linda. Hey, right on, Linda Toman Crates right there. Whoops, I missed you. There you go. I'm still missing you. There it is. I got Linda and I got Linda. I'm in Linda compliance this morning. How about that? I wonder if I'm getting Scott compliance before the morning's over. Hey, we got Law Jones. I'm in Law compliance. Hey, Law. I keep getting shipwreck ads last night and today. The SS Edmund Fitzgerald. Man, I remember when that song came out, and I thought, wow, that's a pretty interesting song. And then I found out it was based on a real event. A real event. The Edmund Fitzgerald sunk up on was it Lake Erie? I think a big old storm hit that lake, which the Great Lakes are huge. I mean, they're like little mini oceans. And it sunk that ship. 29 people, I think, went down with that boat. I forget how the song went. 29, the church bell rang. It rang 29 times. Once for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. I think ain't that how it went? Somebody fix me up there if I'm wrong. And Tom and Terry coming in, T&T's Adventures to Sea. Hello to every one of you amazing people. And Tom, I did get to listen to those 3 songs finally yesterday, late yesterday, after you sent me the Marco Polo. Yeah, I think that third one. I kind of like that third one there. Boots on the Ground, I think it was. Yeah, I think that was the name of it. Pretty cool. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning, everybody. Good morning. And hey, Denise here from Bone Tire Travelers. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down to the big lake they call Gitchaguni. Yeah, I think it's Kitchakuni. Was it a G or with a C? Gitchaguni. Yeah, that's how it starts off. I remember that. Yeah, I see Denise remembers that song too. Pretty good. Hey, right there, Ohio Travels with Chris. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining me here. Motivation Friday. If you aren't motivated yet, you're going to get motivated before the morning's out, because that's what we're here to do at Sea Lake Journeys. We're supposed to talk about cruising some too, but I ain't got nothing. I can tell you about that ship behind Rob. That's Robin from Sea Lake Journeys there, by the way, too. You see that? Yeah. And people say, is that her real hair? I'm like, yeah, that's her real hair. And she was just checking out the sites. I thought, ooh, I'm going to take a picture of her checking out the sites. And yeah, I think it's kind of cool. Lee says, Chet, did you get the email I sent you? Yes, I did, Lee. I haven't answered it yet. I haven't even opened it yet. I just saw it this morning when I came in from the gym. But like I say, I've been busy out on the big TV in the living room watching what's going on over there in Norway. So I didn't open it But I did see it's about stickers, so I will answer that today. Because I'm going to be sitting here at the desk all day today. This is what I'm doing. I did get to the gym, but my back's still kind of a little, it's much better, much better. Still a little tweaked. So I'm going to sit here with the heating pad and the oil and do my stretches and stuff like that until I can get it back to 100%, because I got stuff to do. I ain't got time for something like this to hold me down. And I got a lot of shovel work to do tomorrow. So I got to get 100% to be bending over with that shovel. You know what I mean? Ahoy, Captain Billy, right there. Squeaky Chet. The real captain is here. Right on, Captain Billy J. How's it going over there this morning? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We got the good mornings rolling through here. You spot on, Chet. I feel like I'm spot on today. I do. I feel like I'm spot on. I feel like I don't know what's going on, but somehow it's going to work because, hey, that's the way it rolls. Oh, what's this over here? Sometimes I got to watch what's going on over there on that screen too. Good morning. We watched her go by our place on the lake. Oh, you watched the Edmund Fitzgerald go by? What? Lake Michigan. Was that on Lake Michigan? Okay, man. Yeah, Law, you live up there in that area, so you know all about that stuff. What's going on? I only know from the song, and I don't remember all of it anymore, but I remember it very, it was an ode, ballad type, sad kind of thing, which, that's the kind of event it was too. Ahoy there, semi-shirtless, honorary / temporary captain of the color guard / drumline, leg stealing, same cut-off shirt wearing / shirt recycling, thumb sucking, fluffing nutter, FedEx / Ryan. Whoo! I almost have to be able to yodel to do that one, Captain Billy. I had to practice my yodeling skills for that one. Aaron says, saw on the feed a thing that said the Edmund Fitzgerald is the final stand against the wave of Christmas. Really? Oh, well, yeah. Christmas is coming. It's sort of like watching Game of Thrones when you say winter is coming. Because, once Labor Day goes by, man, even before Labor Day, guys, before Labor Day was here, they was putting Christmas stuff up in Lowe's, starting to put it up there on the top shelf so you could see it. And then after Labor Day, they're starting to put it on the ground. They had the Halloween stuff already up over here in August. And then like 2 weeks later, after Labor Day, there comes the Christmas stuff out on the floor. I'm like, wow, it's just crazy. But you know what? Halloween's passed and Thanksgiving's on its way real fast. I've only got like 38 days or 37 days, something like that, till I get on a Christmas cruise. We're going to be on that ship the week before Christmas. It's crazy. Good morning. And hey, Team Reese Travel, good morning to you. Thanks for joining us right there. Kiki and Ray Jr., good morning to y'all. And 155 days until the ABC cruise. That's right, Denise. Y'all, if you haven't booked it already, contact Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel today and get on that ship. I'm going to be there. Denise is going to be there. Sensei Rabbit's going to be there. Robin from Sea Lake Journeys, who's standing right behind me there, looking out over the Enchanted Princess. She's going to be there, and it's going to be fun. Chris is counting down too. I think everybody who's on that cruise now is starting to count down more intently. And I know after Christmas goes by, it's going to really be the countdown because it'll almost be time to pay that dude off. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Be careful if you have flights, go real early. Oh, yeah. In fact, now I did see that yesterday, Tom, something about that a lot of flights are getting canceled and delayed. I think it's because of the weather that's coming in or some big old giant cold front rolling down this here way. And we're supposed to actually, where I live, get into some 40s, possibly 30s. Yeah. So we'll see. Up there where Captain Billy's at, it's going to be like in the 20s and the teens. He's in Florida, sort of. He's in sort of Florida, and it's going to get really cold up there. Yeah. Well, we'll see. But it's okay. We've had cold weather like that before. It does seem a little early for it. But I do remember when I was younger that we had one Halloween in particular sticks in my mind that it was so cold we could see our breaths. So it was in the in the 40s for Halloween, and so here it is. It's our early November, and we're going to get it. That's okay. We're ready. we'll still probably go swimming the following week. it'll be 85 the week after that. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Great song, no doubt. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think everybody from that time era heard that song and knew it. It was just a universal, no matter what kind of music you listen to. I think it got around to all the genres. Everybody heard it. Everybody's familiar with it. Hey, Billy. Hello. Chet, hold your nose and jump into the pool. Stay in there until the swelling goes down. Then start your stretching when you're buoyant. That's a good idea. And I may do that. What I'm doing in the meantime is I got the hot pack like on right now. And then when the show's over, I got an ice pack in the fridge, and I'll put the ice pack, behind me on it. And then after the ice pack gets warm, then I'll do some stretching and, stretch it all out. But I could go jump in the pool. My pool right now is probably about 68 degrees. So that would feel cold to get into, believe me. That's one of those, you got to just jump in. You can't walk in no more when it's that cold. You got to jump inside. Who knows? I may just have to do that, Law. Ahoy there, Anfield. Good morning. Tom says, I'm waking to freezing temperatures. Not too worried about the cold, though. We got dead mosquitoes. Make me the most excited. Me too, Tom. I'm looking forward to this cold weather coming down, too, to get rid of our mosquitoes. Because two things. When we get the cold weather, we also get the dry weather, and mosquitoes don't like either one of those things. Cold and dry, mosquitoes go by. And I'm ready to say good riddance to them. They're not so horrible here where I live because they do spray for them. But we've had a few more this year than we've had in the past few years. There's been some years out here where I may have got bit one time, and if I was out there for a whole day. But this year I'd be out there and I'd get bit, half a dozen to a dozen times. Of course, being in Florida my whole life, I'm almost kind of immune to it. I feel it, do that, and keep going. As most people, if you're not used to it, it'll drive you crazy, and you'll just be itching to death. But you get kind of a system. I guess it's like those people that get bit by snakes. They sit there and they let the snake bite them, and they go, "Oh man, it's going to swell up. It's going to hurt. I have to take the antivenom." Blah 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 blah. But I do that. I've done it now 10 years. I do that every once in a while, and now I don't even have to go get the antivenom no more. Snake bites me, I'm like, oh well, it'll swell up a little bit and then go away. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Human body is amazing, isn't it? Human body is amazing. Cruising Complete here. Howdy, everyone. Hey, good morning to you. Cruising Complete. Thanks for joining us here on Wacky Wednesday. Anybody's got any cruise topic or news stories? Let us know what's going on in the cruising world. I think I'm kind of waiting to see what Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales are going to look like. Anybody got any inside scoop on that? I'm curious. I know a few cruises and just goofing around looking at a lot of them. Sometimes the cabins are sold out. They'll say like all the interiors are sold out. All the balconies are sold out. The suites are sold out. I'm like, woo. And I've seen some sailings. The whole sailing's just sold out. So there's no shortage. I mean, the cruise line's able to fill up the cruise ships. So how much of a sale are they going to have? I don't know. Anybody got any inside information? Any of my travel advisors out there? Let me know what you think is going on or is going on. Hey, Tom, I had West Nile. I hate mosquitoes. Oh, dang. West Nile virus? Whew, that had to be ugly, Denise. My dad was in World War II, and he got malaria when he was down in the islands. But he recovered. He got over the malaria. They put him back out there, and then he got shot. So the gunshot sent him home, but the malaria didn't. And he said he still felt effects from that sometimes years later. I'm like, what? I said, what about the gunshot? He goes, oh, that's not so bad. The malaria, though, still, yeah, he felt more effects from that years later than he did getting shot. Crazy, ain't it? Did I miss somebody? Hey, Barry. Oh, that's Cruising Complete. Hey, Barry. That's right. Barry right there. Bear. I think of bear when I see you. Yeah. Barry. Right on. Hey, Barry. My brother bought me a turkey for Thanksgiving. For just me, laugh out loud. A 26-pound turkey. Shut my hole. I'll be eating turkey for 3 months. Well, yeah, I know you got some friends. You can make some big old bunch of turkey sandwiches to hand out. I know if I was there, Linda, I could help you out with that. because turkey, I love turkey, and probably we'll have a Bob Evans turkey for Thanksgiving. We'll go get it. Yeah, I don't know. Our days of cooking turkeys is long behind us. Just who wants to do all that? That's just too much work, you know. How about a microwave TV dinner? I'm good with that. Hey, Team Reese. Law says it was Lake Superior that she went down. Okay. She never gives up her dead and has had a lot. Yeah, from what I've read and understand about the Great Lakes, they get some really horrible storms, and they get like giant 10, 15-foot waves or bigger that can just totally sink ships. And it's hard to believe, the freshwater lake can get that turbulent and that horrible. But yeah, it does. And I'm just amazed by that they can get that gigantic of waves, and the storms can just come up really super quick from what I understand. But man, a lot of ships have sank there. I've heard that too. They're playing Christmas songs on some radio stations already. Well, I think probably this weekend I'm going to have to fire up my Dean Martin Christmas album because I'm ready. I'm ready now. It's November, and I'm going to fire up my Dean Martin Christmas album. It's my favorite one. My dad had that when I was a kid on 8-track, and I was like, hey, can I have that? And he's like, sure. And I had an 8-track player in my bedroom, so I'd listen to that. And I memorized it. I wore the tape out, but now I can just get it up on YouTube. On YouTube, I can look for Dean Martin Christmas album and play the whole album over TV. So that's what I do. Y'all do any Christmas music like that over the TV? I also like the ones that's got the fireplace, or sometimes I look at the ones that got the gingerbread houses and the Santa Claus. They got a wide variety of them, all kinds of different Christmas scenes that you can play, and it's got just all different kinds of Christmas music. One of them will be geared towards like jazz style Christmas music. One of them is like the old stuff from the 30s and the 40s, and other ones are like the 50s and the 60s, and other ones are contemporary, and some of it's classical music. Some of it's only instrumental. I mean, you can find all of it. I even found Peanuts, Snoopy, that guy, Vince Guaraldi, I think is his name, with a Christmas album, all the piano Christmas music. I'm like, wow, there's so much great stuff. And so I'm going to fire up Dean Martin first, and then I'm going to fire up my Peanuts, Vince Guaraldi piano Christmas. I like that one too. And then, of course, I'll move on to play all the rest of them over time. Sorry, Denise, we hate them too. I spray our backyard all summer. We have wetlands behind us. Oh, yeah. The wet draws them in. And I live next to a natural preserve. And then right down the road, we also got a Highlands Hammock State Park, which is mostly underwater. And so we get a lot of rain here, and mosquitoes. Well, Florida mosquitoes. There you go. And Barry's telling everybody good morning right there. Oh, no, that's Cruising is Fun Anytime. That's Cheryl telling everybody good morning right there. Cheryl is going to be coming on behind us at 9 o'clock with Eddie and Jeremy. We'll go live together. You also do a big old Sea Lake Journey raid over there. And Eddie's been having a good old time on his cruise. You know how I know? Because he just sits there and he ain't saying a whole lot. He's just sitting there grinning like I'm on a cruise and you ain't. Of course, he had a really cool Cat Dad T-shirt. I thought was awesome. And yesterday, Alice got to come up and tell a story. So if you missed that, catch a hashtag replay. I don't think Eddie's going to let her tell any more stories. Oh, it was so funny. Right on. Eddie's awesome. I've seen falling iguana warnings for Florida on the feed. Yep. And, that's a real thing. Although not up where they show it at. All the iguanas are south of me. But they're down there, and they will be falling out of the trees. It's going to get cold enough, y'all. It sure is. And that's a real thing, falling iguanas. Laugh out loud. Sort of Florida sounds like my area. We're almost Georgia. Yeah, Linda, you're still closer over to the peninsula, though. When you head out towards the Panhandle way, you get a little bit west there on I-10, get over at Captain Billy area. That's sort of Florida. The Panhandle. Think of that. That's sort of Florida. On a map, it's part of Florida, but really, geographically, is it? I don't know. We rode our motorcycles up there one time, went to Florida Caverns. And first off, I was like, wow, Florida's got caves. That's where I started getting the idea of sort of Florida. Like, does this really belong to Florida? We got there, and sure enough, there's a cave up there. We got to go down and tour the caves, and it's like a real caves, man. It's not no little, just somebody dug a hole in the sand and propped up some cardboard boxes to hold the sand up. No, it's real caves. And I've had some to compare to. I've gone to Luray Caverns up in Virginia. I've been to Shenandoah Caverns, which I think was in Kentucky. So I've been to other caverns, and the one in Florida is legit, real cavern, y'all. Just like that, which is part of the reason why I call it sort of Florida. That's just where I think of it. Hey, good morning, Ohio Travels. Sheesh, can't stop yawning. Oh no. As soon as I read that, Denise, I start feeling like I'm going to yawn. The power of YouTube. La, when do we get invited to the lake house? Oh, yeah. Hey, Tom's real close to you. He could come right on up to that lake house, Law. Hey, hello. More and more flights will be allowed to cancel due to government shutdown. You might have to wait hours to get on a flight, but might not get home. Yeah. And the weather too. That weather coming in. And, Robin from Sea Lake Journeys, she experiences delays on a lot of her flights when she's going around any time of year. And the last one she came home, which was a month ago, she had ended up stuck in the airport overnight. Couldn't get out of Atlanta, and couldn't get a hotel room, couldn't get nothing. So so I talked to her on the phone all night while she was in the airport. And it was not because of weather delays, not because of air traffic control people, not because of nothing like that. It was just other stuff. I don't know. Vicky says airline cancellations due to lack of air traffic controllers. I got a message from my agency about checking flights. Air traffic controllers, you got to have them. That's a job that I don't want. Sitting there making sure planes don't crash into each other. Yeah, okay, flight A, you need to stay at your heading of 138 degrees and stay at 30,000 feet. Plane B, you need to stay at 26,000 feet. Yeah. You got to make sure everybody's at different altitudes in case they cross over, stuff like that. Law says, my grandfather gave it to me. My sister stole it and sold it. What? Your lake house? Are you serious, Law? I'm giving your sister the unsqueaky. The unsqueaky. That's what that is. Unsqueaky for that. Give Law back his lake house. Oh my God. Yes. Dead mosquitoes and fleas. Yeah. Fleas too, right? Fleas and all kinds of other critters out there. It's going to be going night when the cold comes down. Good riddance. Lee says, my laptop's second monitor stopped working. I've put the 19-inch on. Oh, yeah. Oh, somebody was talking about yesterday, Lee, or I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday. They could see my monitors in the background. I got one of them's actually a TV that we don't use, and the other one's a monitor. But we also have two other spare monitors sitting over there. And she got them from her work. Her work sent her the monitors, those other ones, to use for her job because she needs, 3. Well, she just out of her own pocket went and bought one of these great big old 49-inch curved one screen deals. It's like as wide as 3 big screens, but it's curved and it's one big screen. And she can put like 12 different pages up and then overlap them with tabs. It's crazy. I'm like, I look at that and it just gives me a nightmare. I don't know how she does it. I just don't know. And Marjorie, good morning, Marjorie. A big old hug from Marjorie. Marjorie, you getting ready to go on a cruise? Have you packed yet, Marjorie? I want to see your suitcase. I want to see it packed up. You better be getting ready to get on that cruise, girlfriend. And I'm going to give Marjorie double squeakies right there because I know she's excited about that cruise coming up. Just a few weeks, a few days? It's getting close. Sad, Law. We want to hit the upper someday soon. Yeah, very sad. I hate that for you, Law. I really do. 20 watching and 8 likes. Oh, how about that? We just need a few more likes, y'all. Go ahead and give us a like if you would. We'd appreciate it. Yeah. What is going on over there? Okay. All right. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, yes. Thanks for the thumbs up. We appreciate it. It helps the channel grow and move and all that good stuff. And I really need to get up there. Yeah, you betcha. The laptop's second monitor packed up, not happy. Had to put the 19-inch monitor on. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I think that's a 19-inch monitor I got over here on my laptop too. Lee, I think that's what I got. I got a big old 32-inch monitor behind me, which the one I got in front of me is a 32-inch monitor. And it's great. I love having a big monitor because I can see all the stuff good, you know, especially when I'm working on videos, when I'm trying to, get them ready to get put out. I can't even think of the word now. I have to do voiceovers and I write in stuff and put over it and editing. There you go. Editing is the word I'm looking for. I love having the big screen for that. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Good. Hey, we got Lunar Minx. Lunar Minx, welcome to the show. Good morning to you. Prep to survive the quickly coming AI, apocalyptic job loss and starvation coming to all tech-heavy industrialized nations, to a much less developed nation or off-grid. Well, you know, I was just mentioning that a couple of days ago, Lunar Minx, that AI is going to alter a lot of careers. It really is. Now, there's a lot of hands-on jobs that ain't going to affect the mechanics and the plumbers and the roofers and the carpenters and guys like that. All the blue-collar jobs, it really ain't going to affect them. But if you got an office job sitting in front of a computer, you could be affected by AI. Even the company that Robin from Sea Lake Journeys works for has already hired an AI engineer to develop, going to be basically replacing some of those jobs in the future. It's going to take at least 5 years, but 5 years from now, you're going to see a difference. 10 years from now, it's going to be a whole different world. But don't panic too much, because I do a lot of reading, a lot of history stuff. And man, there was a time like in the early 20th century when all of a sudden wooden barrels weren't going to be needed and wooden wheels weren't going to be needed and wagons and all the stuff you made for horses, all that stuff was disappearing because cars are coming in, metal containers, plastic containers, all kinds of stuff are being invented, that all those old jobs are disappearing, blacksmithing and things like that. And they're like, oh no, what the world's, all this is happening. All these jobs are going to be lost. It just moves into different jobs. Now somebody's got to run the machines that make the plastic, that makes the metal, makes those containers. Somebody's got to build the automobiles that replace the wagons. Well, somebody's going to have to do something with the AI stuff. So I tell young people, if you're going to be going to college for something, you might want to get into AI, robotics is another big thing. Some of those things are the future. In other words, looking back at turn of the century people, I would have advised young people, don't go into building wagons and wagon wheels or wooden barrels. You need to be looking at automobiles and airplanes and stuff like that. Right now it was in its infancy, just barely getting rolling, but that's where it is. And AI is in its infancy, but it's rolling very fast. Those are the tech things that you want to get involved in. And so it's not going to be all bad. It's going to be okay. Times change, history changes. The people that built the pyramids, they got put out of work, but now there's people, driving ships around, things like that. So something else will come up. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Hey, hopefully I don't miss anybody here, y'all. Let me put this chat back up there because I don't want to miss you. When the chipmunks sing, let the Christmas fun begin. Oh, you know it's Christmas when you hear a chipmunk singing Christmas songs. Well, I got to tell you, Robin's favorite song, Robin from Sea Lake Journeys, her favorite song is I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. It ain't Christmas for her until she hears that song. And when she hears that, it's like she's 8 years old again. And she's running under the tree to open her present. So that's the song that gets her going. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas, right? Now, for me, it's something like anything from Dean Martin Christmas album, like Marshmallow World. Love that song. Love that song. Playing jazzy Christmas mix too. Yeah, I do. I like sitting there and watching the old scenes up there on the YouTube thing and listening to the jazz music, the Christmas music. I like it all. I like it all. When we moved here, we could not imagine how big Lake Michigan is. You can go to the top of the Sears building and still not see the other side. And I imagine you've got like a 10-mile visibility there, Tom, on a clear day. Yeah, I'm sure you got at least a 10-mile visibility, and that lake is a whole lot wider than that. How wide are those lakes? They've got to be like 40 miles wide in places. I mean, crazy. You ain't building no bridge across them, that's for sure. You got to take a boat, a ferry boat or something to get across them, or an airplane, hot air balloon, submarine, something like that. John says, I have seen waves on Lake Ontario that would make you think you were in the ocean. I believe you. I have read about them, John. Never been there live to see them in person. I mean, we flew by the Great Lakes on, passing by them on the way into Chicago and stuff, so I could see them from the air, but you can't tell much from that. But I have read about how big those waves are. And just like the ocean, the waves can get big enough to sink ships. And I'm not talking little 10-foot boats. I'm talking big old giant ships like the Edmund Fitzgerald was. Law and John, good morning. Hello. Oh, you pronounced Mariah Carey Christmas album incorrect. Ryan, double squeaky. If Mariah Carey is your Christmas bag, you go for it, brother. I don't know that. I can't think of one song I know that Mariah Carey sings, Christmas or otherwise. I know her name. I've heard of her, but I don't know. I'd have to hear a song and they'd say, well, have you ever heard this one? And I'd have to listen to it and go, well, okay, I've heard that. Well, that's Mariah Carey. I'd be like, oh, okay, I didn't know. That's how it would be for me. Pete is here from Cruise Life. Good morning to you, Pete. Thanks for joining us from over across the pond, brother. Good talking to you. Can't wait to meet you again on the cruise, ABC cruise. Pete's coming with us, and Lisa. Some other great people that I've gotten to meet in real life, and I'm so glad I did. Everybody I've met quite a few people in here. I met Ryan from PK Travel Adventures, and I met Scott from Controversial Cruising, Tom and Terry from TNT. Who else have I met? I've met a few others, I think, in here. Always been great people. Danny D, wonderful people. Wonderful people. Everybody. I think everybody's even better in real life. You look and you say, wow, these are really cool people on YouTube. And then you meet them and it's like, wow, they were already at level 10. What's higher than a 10? You have to create 11 for them. You really do. You really do. I've loved meeting each and every one of them. I love the Chipmunks at Christmas, and Mom loved Elvis. Oh yeah. Elvis has got some good Christmas too. I forgot about that, but my sister, my last sister that's alive, Elvis was always her favorite, and including the Christmas stuff. So yeah, got to have some Elvis Christmas too. I'm gonna have it all. You could take like 1 or 2 days and say Elvis Christmas today, Dean Martin Christmas the next day, Bing Crosby the next day, and who else? There's several other different ones. You could do a different guy every day, and then change the genres. Jazz this day, rock this day, contemporary this day, and you could fill up between now and Christmas listening to something different every day. I do believe you could. Chipmunk, have a Chipmunk Christmas day, right, Chris? Hello, good morning. Have you been to Mammoth Cave? Mammoth Cave. I think that's one I went to when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure. I think I have. I know. See, Shenandoah Caverns, Luray Caverns, and Mammoth Caverns. Maybe that's the one in Kentucky I went to. A lot of these I went to when I was kids, between 8 and 15, 8 and 14. Between 8 and 14, I went to about 3 different caves. That's probably the third one there. After 15, I didn't travel anymore with my parents. I stayed home and worked. Had jobs. I worked through the whole summer, 7 days a week. But so they took off and still did their traveling. But up until then, I would go with them. And those are some of the places we would go visit. And I loved it. We'd go to the Civil War battlefields. We'd go to, Statue of Liberty. And we would go all kinds of places like that and see that. We liked seeing the history stuff and the natural stuff. And it was always really interesting to me as a kid. But eventually you got to start working. And I started working, and then that was it. Been working up until it didn't. Hello. Caves in Florida you can actually go into that aren't flooded. Yes, Aaron. And I have to go back up there again one day and vlog it. I really need to, because I know a lot of people wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe it. If I hadn't actually went there myself, I would say, oh, there's no way. It's got to be a joke. It's got to be a joke. It's like cruising is fun anytime. I think it was put up a video of a cave they visited down in the islands in the Caribbean somewhere. I forget where it was now. And I was like, they can't have a cave down there. But I watched their video. I'm like, okay, they do. They do have a cave down there. You just wouldn't think it possible. But there you go. It is. It's for real. Now, I don't mind getting home, but miss my cruise and all the heck will hit the fan. I know. Yeah, I know. That's the only bad part about cruising is the coming back. That's the coming back. You come back and you have that withdrawal. It's like, oh no, I got to wash the dishes. I got to cook something. I got to make the bed. I got to vacuum the floor. It's like, oh, back to reality again. But at the same time, I'm glad I'm able to do those things. Just saying. Oh, by the way, thumbs up. Thank you so much for that, Tom. We sure appreciate it. And you know what? It's time for a water break from me. So while I'm getting a water break, I'm going to let y'all look at, what am I going to let y'all look at? How about a spooky cupcake? Y'all ever seen a spooky cupcake? If you haven't, here's your chance.
Spooky gluten-free cupcake is fantastic.
Spooky cupcake. And it was gluten-free. And I got to tell you something, y'all. That was on Virgin Voyages on the Valiant Lady. I always try to gluten-free food with her, and I'll try sugar-free food. I like to try stuff out. That gluten-free cupcake was probably the best cupcake I've ever had. And I didn't eat any other dessert stuff after that. I ate those gluten-free cupcakes. And there was other people up there, a whole bunch of people up there getting them. I'm like, I can't believe they got this many people up here and need gluten-free. But they were just so good that if people tried them, they're like, well, I like this better than a regular one. I actually did. I liked it better. And we ate a bunch of them. I ate at least a half a dozen. She probably ate a dozen. And yeah, I still lost a half a pound on the cruise. Don't ask me how I did that. The unsqueaky, a new thing, a yin to the yang of the double squeaky dojo. Yes, Aaron. With every positive, there has to be a negative. With every high, there has to be a low. And with every squeaky, there has to be a what? An unsqueaky. I've never had to use it before because I don't like doing the negative stuff. But I just felt like that was worthy. Absolutely. When Law told me that, I said, you know what? If there's ever going to be a first unsqueaky on this show, that was the right time for it. The unsqueaky. Let's hope we never have to have an unsqueaky event again. Hey, there we got Nicholas coming in there. Uniprec. So, okay. Right on. Well, thanks for joining us this morning. Please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we sure appreciate it. And let's see. You know what? What have I got here? No, I don't have any motivation for that. I sure don't. Okay. We'll just have to roll with it. Hope you don't have to fly, Marjorie. Oh, Marjorie. No, she's in Florida. If she's leaving out of Florida now, she won't have to fly. She's just going to, well, you going to catch an Uber down there? Marjorie should probably just catch an Uber down there. Something like that. She ain't that far away from the port, I don't think. Shared you out. Thank you for that, Lee. You are awesome, brother. Woohoo! Let me know. Wednesdays, I believe at 10 o'clock is when you come on, right, Lee? Wednesday, 10 o'clock in the morning, or usually 11. Let me know the time in there again. Can't wait to meet so many on the ABCs. I know there's so many more that I haven't met yet. They're going to be there. Haven't met Josh and Chastity yet. I'm going to get to meet them. How about that? Dwayne and Denise. I've talked to Denise now for years over YouTube. I've copied how many of her answers on YouTube trivia and yet never got to meet her in real life. So I think, you know what, Tom, I think we need to get Denise. We need to have at least one time on that cruise, go to trivia with a group of us. They only allow you like 6 in a group. So if we have more than that, we'll have to make 2 groups or whatever to go to trivia and try to win. I think with Denise on our team, and Captain Billy's going to be there too. We got Captain Billy and Denise. We're going to win easily. The highest score possible is 20. We're going to get a 32. Just saying. Yeah, we got to do a trivia thing just one time, Tom. What do you think of that? I'll be the team captain. I'll volunteer to do that. I'll round up the team. I'll get with the team. We'll decide which one of the trivias we want to do and what day, and then we'll just get down there and get it done. I'll take Captain Billy and Denise, and I need 3 other people that want to be volunteer. It don't matter who they are because we got Captain Billy and Denise. We're going to win. Good morning. Yes, Chris. Hello, everybody right there. Hey, Foodie. It will affect blue collar too. It will be able to direct the robots. Yeah, robots ain't going to be able to do the plumbing. They ain't going to be able to come to your house and do that. I don't think, at least not in our lifetime. Maybe 50 years down the road, they might. Can you imagine that 50 years from now, they will send a robot like Tesla's building right now to your house because they got the Tesla car that can drive it there, right? So the car can drive itself to your house. The robot gets out, and you tell the robot where the thing is, and it goes in there and figures it. It could happen. I think it's a little further down the road. I think I guess they could do the same with cars too. Robot climb under your dash. Hey, they might be more. They can sit down and their whole torso can swing like this to look under the dash, and get under there. Do they have the agility with their fingers and stuff? See, they don't have all that yet. So that's probably 50 years down the road for them. But it could happen in the future. Construction jobs. Carrying blocks, man, you got a bunch of robots carrying blocks and laying them. I could see that. And they could put, some kind of equipment on them so they can tell if everything is level as they go. Amazing. So, yeah, man, Law, you might be writing a book about the future right there, brother. Robots taking over with AI and all this. They know what the problem is and they fix it. Yeah. I think that's a little further down the road. I think in our lifetime right now, we're going to see them take over a lot of office jobs, though. And I think the call centers, you already know, you call, how many times do you get a real human, Just saying. And that's going to disappear in the future, too. It'll be like trying to get a human on the phone a couple of years from now is going to be impossible. It's going to be AI. Hope the airline people will be back before the ABC. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they will. But if they don't, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go. Don't sweat it too much. There's always alternatives. There's ways to get things done. But there is still a demand for wooden wheels, blacksmithing, etc. It's more of our artisanal sector. Yeah, it's a very small artisan type thing. Absolutely. We saw a blacksmith up in Alaska, and that's where I bought the little Thor's hammer necklace. He was actually making them, banging them out on an anvil, and putting leather ties around to put on your neck. So yeah, there's still blacksmiths out there, but think how many there were 125 years ago. Going back to 1899. You go back further than that, you go back to 1850, and man, tons of them. You go to every town, and they got, the bigger a town, the more blacksmiths they got, right? And more wagon wheel makers and things like that they got. And now, how many towns have those? My town ain't got one. Like a pretty decent sized county here, and there's none in the county. I don't know how many real blacksmiths there would even be in the state of Florida. You could probably put them all in, in a couple of vans and drive them around. Double A, Law, Scott. And for the record, there's a wooden barrel manufacturer going just a few miles from my house. Are you serious? Wooden barrel manufacturing? I watched those guys do it on YouTube when they used to make it by hand, and they were showing how they did it. And I was like, wow, That's some skill there, you know. That's a rare thing now, isn't it? I wonder how many barrel manufacturers there are in the world. I mean, we still have wood barrels. Obviously, wineries use them, but you remember back in the days, you know, you watched the movies of the old 1800s, and everything was in wooden barrels. Well, now you got plastic containers, stainless steel containers, you know, things like that have replaced most of the wooden barrels because they didn't want to cut down trees. They don't want to cut down no more trees for that. I mean, even wooden furniture, you know, the stuff we call wood ain't even wood. This looks like wood on my desk. It ain't wood. It's some kind of composite, something else. It's sort of wood. It's not really wood. It sort of looks like wood. Same with that little shelving unit over there. That's not real wood. It's got some wood in it. There's probably enough wood in that to make one of the shelves, and the rest of it's I don't know what. Composite stuff, plastics and other things, you know. But but times change, and we change with the times. You know, newspapers. Every town used to have their newspapers, and I guess a lot of towns still do have them. But how many newspapers do they sell? You know, used to you watch movies from the old, you know, 1940s and 30s and stuff, and there are kids out selling papers, kids out riding their bikes, delivering papers, newspapers everywhere. Everybody had newspaper delivered to their house. Who gets newspaper delivered to their house now? I don't. Nobody on my street does, as far as I can tell from, you know, walking around. Yeah, that's something that used to be a big thing, and now it just isn't. So what do those people do? They're doing something else. You know, they're probably on the computer, still putting it up on a computer so that it goes out over the internet, so you can sign up for your $15 a year subscription to get that newspaper, you know, in your email box or something. There's something else they're doing. I love Marshmallow World. Oh, me too. That's one of my favorite songs. I got a 35-inch monitor on my big PC. Yeah, you need a big monitor like that, Lee, don't you? Yeah, that's great. I like the big monitors, man, and I cannot lie. Maximum overdrive may come true. A lot of stuff. Westworld may come true. Y'all ever watch Westworld? Woo! I remember watching that when I was a kid thinking, what? That's crazy. The old Brenner's face comes off, and man, yeah, that was something. 118 miles wide. Are you serious, Tom? 118 miles wide? Oh my gosh. It's even bigger than I thought. I guess it would be that big, though, you know, looking at it on a map. Yeah, that's huge. Huge. I can see that. Hey, and good morning. They did build the Mighty Mac. The Mighty Mac. Is that like the computer? Is that a computer? Chris. Marjorie, good morning. The bridge that links the lower peninsula of Michigan to the upper peninsula. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, all right. Yeah, because Michigan is in two segments, which I always thought was weird. You know, part here and part there. And so they've got a bridge that links them. I did not know that. I have learned something. How close is that? I wonder how long that bridge is. You'd think it'd be one of the long bridges of the world, wouldn't you? Pete, Scott. Oh, that's controversial cruising. Scott. Hey, Scott. 22,227 square miles. That's big. That's really big. We got a big lake in Florida, Lake Okeechobee, but it ain't nothing nowhere near as close to the Great Lakes. And you can't see to the other side of Lake Okeechobee either. That big lake we got. You can't see over it either. And so I know there's no way you can see across the Great Lakes. No way. Hey, Carmen's here. Good morning to you, Carmen. Thanks for joining us. Woohoo! Ooh, y'all, I got to pay attention to my time now. Now we're getting dangerously close. Y'all, I did show that. Yeah, I did show that too. Oh, no, I didn't. Here we go. Raid Parade today. Raid Parade today is coming on at 2 o'clock at 2:07, I think it is. My video is going up, and this is what it is. It's Virgin Voyages Bimini Beach Club. That's today to go along with that little short I saw you. So we're going to do a little walk-around tour around Bimini, and we're going to have lunch there, show you what we had to eat. And keep in mind that everything Robin eats is gluten-free. So you'll get to look at that menu, see what's gluten-free there. And the cruise lines have been great. All the cruise lines, Carnival, Virgin, Princess, everybody has been great with the gluten-free stuff. Now, as time goes on, they're starting to add a few more things. Used to, you only had like one choice or two. And now you're getting 3 or 4. You're getting more choices, and the food is better. Like I'm telling you, those gluten-free cupcakes that I showed you, they were so good. I didn't even want to eat the regular ones. I was like, no, thanks. I don't want the regular one. I'd rather just eat this one right here. This gluten-free one. Foodie! I was born near Mammoth Cave in Kentucky. Okay, that's the one I went to in Kentucky, the Mammoth Cave, about 5 miles away from the hospital. And, you know, I do remember it now. It had a giant mammoth out front. Yeah, if I remember that. That was back in the age where I was drawing dinosaurs. You know, as a kid, draw their skeleton first, and then I'd draw what I thought the dinosaur would look like, and you know, a lot of fun stuff. Puerto Rico has caves too. How about that? Well, you know, Puerto Rico's got big old mountains too. Puerto Rico's got big mountains. Florida ain't got big mountains, so Puerto Rico's got a more diverse area than Florida does. Check the PBS on YouTube. It's either Nova or Nature that has the great program on the water and dry caves of the Caribbean. Oh, yeah. Man, I'd have to check that out. Oh, and you know who else has got dry cave? Mexico. We did a dry cave on an excursion one time, and we had to, you know, climb up to get in them. Yeah, that was what was weird about them. And then when we was coming out, we had to rappel out. It was cool. And another one we climbed up into, and then zip lined over to another one. And it was a cave, real cave. So yeah, there's some crazy stuff. I would like to check that out though, Law. I like seeing that stuff. I can probably find them on YouTube too if I look. 10 a.m. Lee's coming on at 10 a.m. on Wednesdays. Right on, Lee. Every Wednesday. So if you want to hang out with Lee, I do. I usually put him up on my screen over here and hang out with Lee. I'm building some railroad stuff. Woohoo! Chet, I Uber all the way and find a sugar daddy driver in Florida. I figured you was doing an Uber there, Marjorie. I was right. I think you've mentioned it before. But, you know, there's a sugar daddy out there looking for you, Marjorie. You just got to find him. And I'm thinking maybe on this next cruise, you never know, he might be on that ship. Keep your eyes open, okay? That'd be great. Hello. Wood barrels for bourbon here. Yeah, you know, wood barrels for bourbon. They still use wood barrels for some stuff, but they don't use them nearly as many as they used to, though, do they? Nope. Maximum Overdrive, Westworld, iRobot. There's another one. Oh, my gosh. We could think of some real robots. Mackinac Island. Mackinac. That's what Mac is. Okay. I'm trying to keep up. Oh, my gosh. I only got 2 minutes, y'all. One day a year, pedestrian traffic is allowed onto the Mac. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I got to roll out of here. Let me roll real quick here. Oh, there you go. Law's put up the Nova link. All right, Law, you are the man. You are the man. I'll have to hit replay so I can get onto that link right there. I like get the vlog on the raid parade. Chat, how do I do it? How can you get that link? Oh, I wonder if I can post it in here. Well, I can't post it myself, can I? If anybody's got time, if I got a moderator that's got time to head to the raid parade, if you can get there, if you go to, you can find it on my channel, Lee. I know you can find it there. If you go to Sea Leg Journeys, my video that's coming up today, and you click on that, it's got a link in there on StreamYard. It will take you to the whole raid parade. So yeah, that's going to be the easiest way to find it. Just go on Sea Leg Journeys, my video that's coming up today, which is this one right here. That's what you're looking for. Virgin Voyages Bimini Beach Club. No, not that one. That's coming up tomorrow. That's coming up tomorrow. I'm showing you the wrong one. One that's coming up today is on the iPad. I don't have it in here. You'll see it's Virgin Voyages iPad. And it's called a tablet. I call it a tablet on there. And you click on that, and it's pinned to the top, the link for the entire raid parade. So if anybody else wants to watch that, and we're coming on at 2:07, I believe. But it starts at 2 o'clock. Right there. Oh, there's the playlist right there. John Gailor, the double squeaky. John, you are awesome. Mwah. Love you, brother. Okay, guys, I got to get out of here and head to go live together. Guys, we're going to head over there and give them a Sea Lake Journey raid and scare them. And I sure appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, we'll see you around the channel. See you around the channel.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much.
Very much.
Well, thank you very much. Well, thank you very